Hello again, everyone. I'm Charles Gross.
And I'm Leslie Hoban Blake.
Welcome to Two on the Aisle. Please like and subscribe to our channel.
Today we are talking about Bloody, Bloody Titus Andronicus, a play that has been in and out of fashion since it was written. And it's actually one of Shakespeare's earliest plays. And it often is thought of as a play not written completely by Shakespeare as a result, because it is not like any of his other plays. It may or may not have been written with another writer named Peele, but it doesn't matter. The point is that the 20th century, thanks to Julie Taymor, really revived this play. And not only that, made a movie out of it. Julie Taymor, before The Lion King, had this vision about Titus Andronicus, which is briefly one of the Roman stories. There were 4 Roman plays that Shakespeare wrote. It is the story of Titus and his family, the Andronici.
Titus is returning from war. He was Rome's main general. He has defeated the Goths, their enemy. He brings the captured Goth queen and her family. He sacrifices one of the Goth queen's sons. And then it is for him to decide who should be the new emperor. He chooses the older son of the late emperor and betroths his daughter to the late emperor's younger son. I thought Richard II was the most incompetent king we saw this season. This guy blows him out of the water. He marries the Goth queen, which lets her set the wheels of revenge into motion against Titus and his family.
Yeah.
And by the end of the first act, Titus has lost 2 of his sons. His daughter has been horribly raped and mutilated. His hand has been cut off. And you would think Titus, here played by our favorite Broadway Prince of Darkness, Patrick Page, would go into a rage. He should be raging. He should be angry. He should go into this dark soliloquy. And what does he do? Well, he all but breaks into everything's coming up roses from Gypsy. That's the kind of attitude he takes. We're going to get revenge. We're going to get back at him. Yay, go team.
Because he has pretty much lost his mind by then, his daughter having been horribly mutilated, raped, etc. And that is, he took that right out of Philomena, the play by Seneca, that she uses to tell her story. It's not even a new revenge plot, believe it or not. But the second act opens, and here's where we're now in Julie Taymor territory. He's wearing a cook's cap. He's in the kitchen, and he's baking a pie, and the pie contains the 2 sons of the new Empress Tamora. And he then invites Tamora and the remaining son, who was the one who raped his daughter and mutilated her, to dinner, and he serves the pies, and he is absolutely insane as Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd. I was waiting for them to go into a little priest. Have some of your sun.
Yes,
it's well done. Would you like it on a bun?
Well, I don't blame you.
And it would have fit right in.
I don't blame you for making fun of it, Charlie, because it was a parody almost of the plays that were being done. So, and people don't know that today. So when we see it out of context, I don't think we realize that it was making fun of a lot of stuff, which is why it was so overstuffed with that kind of revenge plot. But anyway, we have a brilliant, brilliant performance by Patrick Page. We have an incredible performance by the actress playing Tamora. Her name is Francesca Ferragani. We met her outside after Vladimir, if you remember. The daughter, Lavinia, was played by Olivia Rice. And she did a brilliant job.
She's got to get through this thing with no voice and, no hands. It really, and she does such an expressive performance.
And I'm going to show a picture of a different version from someone else who was even bloodier than that one, which is the way they did it on the stage at that time because they didn't have blood effects. Jesse Berger and the Red Bull Theater Company do this all the time. His Richard II, to which you just referred, he brings up these plays and he makes them palatable for contemporary audiences. He brings them back to us.
I don't know if palatable is the appropriate word, despite
I thought it was.
the tie scene. Did I like this production? Very much, much more so than Richard II, which I did not like. Would I recommend it? I'm not sure. I mean, if maybe to someone who's really into, say, The Boys on Amazon if you're, because that's also a pretty bloody
But
show. And
did I not say you have to go see it? Was I not the one who made sure that you got to see it?
you made me see it,
Was I
and I
wrong
about what?
that you had to see it? That it was
Yes,
something that you should have
yes,
in your lexicon? Okay.
absolutely. And honestly, it could have been a lot more bloody than it was. It could have been a lot more gory. In some ways, I think they may have been holding back.
Well, there's Grand
But
Guignol. This is Petit Guignol.
before you go, know what you're getting into.
Maybe don't eat lunch
Yeah,
first.
yeah, that's a good idea.
Anyway, what would you give it, Charlie? How many pies?
I'm gonna give this 4 playbills.
I would give it 4.5. I would give Patrick Page 5. I always give Patrick Page 6, as we know. I adore Patrick Page. And this is something where he gets to really to strut his stuff, as it were.
Right. If you've seen him say in Hades Town, you know how dark he can be, but here he's the bright star of this show.
In the second act. He's still pretty
And it's
dark in the first
fascinating.
act.
And that is our show for today. When you go to the theater, look for Leslie and me, us too.
On the aisle, not eating meat pies. I'm going to become a vegetarian, actually.